Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry, this was a little surprise for everyone. My name is Dakota Franson. I am the specialist of the strange and the CEO of the Bald and Bonkers Network. I'm here on this impromptu broadcast because I have some exciting news to share with everyone. First and foremost, Dani Henderson, spiritual therapist, clairvoyant, and organizer for the Galactic Spiritual Informers Connection down in Orlando, Florida this October. She decided to go off the deep end a little bit and invite the Bald and Bonkers boys on for a chat. And tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, midnight GMT, 5 p.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Pacific, you can see just where that conversation went. And I think I can say with confidence that Dani started to understand why the Bald and Bonkers boys are Bald and Bonkers. You're going to hear some of the deep, dark truths that some of you may have not realized about me and Christopher. Or why this little operation of mine and our little show is doing so well. And I hope you are doing well too on this fine Tuesday morning or whatever the hell time it is for you. There's going to be another interview that drops soon on the Typical Skeptic podcast. Seems that the host is getting a little bit behind on some of the stuff he's been putting out, but that's a chat with yours truly. Be sure to give him some love because Rob from Typical Skeptic Podcast has also joined the Bald and Bonkers TV network. And don't worry, it ain't an exclusive club. We ain't going to ask you to post our logo anywhere you want. You can if you want to, make it look all nice and pretty. But that's completely up to you. And with the Bald and Bonkers TV network, you get an added 90,000 potential viewers going to your YouTube channel. Just like that. And by linking with us, your material will soon get to expand to Roku come 2024. At least that's what we plan. And I'm highly confident that those plans will come to fruition. Because if anybody knows anything about me, is that when I set my mind to something, I am too damn stubborn to be gone wayward. I am here to complete the mission. And I would like to help as many people along the way. Now, would you like to join the Bald and Bonkers TV network? It's easy. We have a nice little sign-up form. We'll check you out. And if we determine that you're a nice little fit, we'll give you the next set of instructions. And don't worry, you ain't going to have to upload anything special. You don't have to do anything exclusive content. This is an opportunity for you to expand your horizons just a little bit. And guess what? It's completely for free. Now, you can get your own little TV channel from us for about $15 a month. But that's for you to decide. Come ride with Bald and Bonkers. Expand your horizons. Show the world who you are. I ain't going to force you to do jack. I might tell you what boxes to check on your settings so that everything works fine. But that's about it. So don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's an open invite for everybody. But now, I will say this: bullshit, teenage gossip, slander will not be tolerated. It's one thing if you can prove that an individual you feel the need to speak out about is intentionally causing harm. That's one thing. But if you're looking to just start trouble, act like it should be all about you, I will not put up with that. This is an equal front for everybody. Now, I would love for us all to hold hands and work together while still building up our own tracks, building up our own dreams, but still work together from time to time. And maybe, just maybe, provide a little bit of an income source. I would love for that to happen. I would push for that to happen. I'm working out as many of the details as I can. But we shouldn't have to sit back and take care of squabblers like they're little children. I'd much rather prefer the children. Because all these grown-ass adults, and I know people don't like it when I go off on a tangent like this. It's just that I'm seeing an awful lot of it. And I've also noticed that there's individuals trying to spread hate on both the Bonkers channels. I would simply just like to thank you for the added viewers. Because why are you so obsessed about feeling that you need to say something? Little do you realize you're actually boosting our numbers. We're growing because we can't get out of your head. Remember that next time you want to spread some hate online. That the people you try to spread hate about, they technically ain't getting hurt by it. Now, let's face it, trolls can be a bit of a headache and it gets to everybody every now and then. But that's also why we want this network. We want people to come together. And if you decide to make little friends and go off on your own little projects, that's up to you. It's highly encouraged. But you don't build those types of relationships just causing to looking to cause all sorts of pain. Trying to paint yourself as the big man, the big boss, that you in charge and that you're going to be the greatest ever. It's good to have self-confidence. But nevertheless, have some humility. Because that is what allows you to carry on. Because the people that just show their true colors, show that it's all about boosting their ego, and saying oh, and maybe even going as far as getting physical with anybody who steps out of line. I'm addressing this because I've been hearing some non-stop fucking rumors about an individual, and it's not the first time this individual's been brought up either. All I'm saying is, if he's actually doing shit, either you step up and have a conversation with him, or if it's a complete situation where he's being a total dick, expose him. Bickering like little teenage girls does nothing. It does nothing. And we don't want that. All it does is cause hate and discontent, and it raises blood pressure. It's just not a good vibe, man. And no, I'm not stoned. I feel like I could snack out like a stoner right about now, but that's about it. But hey, if doing podcasts isn't your little thing, because we do have the course is almost ready, ladies and gentlemen. the online course to show you the bald and bonkers way of spreading your show out to every corner of the internet for less than a daily Starbucks addiction is almost ready. It'll be $10. $10 one-time fee. You get access to all the information. But now, I got to thinking a little something else. Some of you may not know this. Bald and Bonkers actually has a way to introduce books, to put out books to over 40,000 different stores, schools, universities, and libraries all over the world. Indeed-o-dee-dee-doo-doo. That's what we can do. And because we have that, we have quite a few new little projects on the way that I wanted to share with you right now. I would like to share with you some of the books that are going to be coming from us very soon. And here we are. The first book, Surviving Survivor's Guilt. We're going to be tackling some mental health issues on top of putting out some paranormal-based books, some new UFO books, all sorts of it. Because, let's face it, when you get into this type of work, you talk about the paranormal, you talk about the supernatural, you're going to deal with all sorts of aspects of life. And when you deal with all these aspects of life, you're going to meet some interesting characters. It's just without a doubt. So, that we have this book that is going to be released on, let me just double check my notes here because I'm doing this while I'm half asleep and just barely getting off of work. So I'm a little loopy. I'm a little loopy. But that's okay. Let's see. Get on in there. Oh, come on. Oh, that is right. That is right. I changed the password. And we're going to do this. I forgot to change it to a different password because I was taking a look at it while I was work. Oh, do-de-dee-de-me. Do-de-dee-de-da. Surviving Survivor's Guilt will be available on ebook and on paperback come August 22nd. Next book we have, one of the next books we have, oh, come on, pay attention. I wasn't joking when I said we were going to release this. The Macro Energy, Macro Penis, a men's guide to living their best life in spite of shortcomings, from the Bald and Bonkers Network. Don't worry, it's not totally about having a small dick. That's just a funny title to get your attention and maybe get a loved one who's wanting to point something out to you and wants to do it in a funny way. I know some people are probably going to get offended by this, but I also expect this is probably going to be our best seller. This one's going to be coming out September 5th. Ooh, this will be a good one. The AI Hand Guide to Global Domination. Written by an actual AI. So, it is very concerning, the things that they describe in this book. We're going to aim for that release sometime in October. Yeah. We're going to have a few books coming out in October in honor of the Bald and Bonkers 2nd anniversary. We also have another mental health project that is Battling Borderline Personalities. And if you ever had a loved one with borderline personality disorder, you realize it can be a battle. And this is not Absolutely not. To poke fun at anybody who has been given a legitimate diagnosis. This is something to help people understand why your brain works the way you do. Because when more reports of abuse coming out, we're going to be seeing more individuals with this kind of personality trait. And it is only for the best that we do our best to understand and be there for the ones we love. Might be a bit of a morbid cover, but it fits. Next one, just in time for Halloween on October 15th. Are You Afraid of Ghosts? A Hand Guide to Ghost Hunting. Probably going to add that subtitle later on. But a nice little book to talk about how ghost hunting became what it is today, investigation methods, ways to protect yourself. It'll be a nice little stocking stuffer book to get you on your start if you've ever wanted to go into this type of thing. And because UFOs are such a big topic right now, we have Help, My Grandkids Are From Outer Space. This is another one we're going to target right around the October 15th launch time. Let's face it, our friends from the sky are coming down. And some of us, maybe you're like me, some of us are going to have a little bit of explaining to do to our loved ones. So I figured perfect time to start pumping a book out to talk about this. Another supernatural hand guide that's going to be available just in time for Halloween, Pondering the Paranormal. Instead of just focusing on ghosts, instead of just focusing on UFOs, this talks about a little bit of everything to get you your start. So you can start going out and investigating the reports of all the freaky shit. And that's what we have just so far. We're going to have some more very soon. And I'm very excited to see how all that unfolds. I'm also going to be paying close attention in case anybody feels like getting offended at those titles. Because a lot of you are just looking to get offended and not actually know the story. And we're here to try to tell you the stories. Because understanding each other's stories is what's going to help us understand and come together as a people. Just remember that, my friends. Oh, looks like no one wanted to say hi. Oh, well. This was a short little news update. Be on the lookout for all those. Watch all of our social media platforms. And make sure you check out the Dani Henderson interview later today. Be sure to give some love to our brother Rob, Typical Skeptic Podcast. You can join the Bonkers TV network, and if you would like to submit your story for the Civilian Disclosure Project, if you would like to be a guest on our show, or just tell us how much you love us, we will roast you if you try to troll us. I'm just saying. We also got a little spot for that too. So feel free to reach out because we love to hear from you. We really do. We really do. My name is Dakota Franson, and even though I look like a blurry shadow right now, I shall see you next time. Bye-bye, my friends.